Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So today I wanted to go over the September 2025 Hella Handmade Creations offerings. I think I'm going to do this in two parts. I did try to film this earlier, but it was just a super long video and it kind of was dragging. And I feel like I just kind of got like, I don't know, I wasn't like giving it my best. And so I think like breaking this into two different sections will help. So for the first section, I'll just be reviewing the monthly releases for this month, and then the second section will be specifically doing Halloween 2025. Actually, I think I'm going to do Halloween 2025 first because I'm more intrigued by that because they're supposed to be Halloween specific. And then I'll share my wish list in the second video. Um, and maybe I'll also go over, like, depending on how long this video is and how long this takes and whether or not I'm burnt out, I might go over the overstock and encore sections as well. Just, I don't know. I like going over them. Some of the polishes I've obviously purchased. And so maybe I can give you an opinion on, if it was worth it or not. Anyway, so let's get into it. So Halloween 2025. These are all the offerings from brands in the month of September. All of these are supposed to be Halloween themed. Oh, yeah. And before I get started, I do want to say that obviously this content is inspired by Polish Yogi. I say that in every single one of these videos because I believe it's important to give credit where credit is due. But she creates similar kind of videos over on her channel. But obviously, we have different tastes, different preferences, different collections, maybe even remember different dupes. And so I think that's just like the value that, repeating her content on my channel brings. Um, and so, yeah, but she is the person who inspired this. And I love watching her videos as well. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. So I like looking at all the products, not just nail polish, because I am a consumer of all the products and not just nail polish. And I will try to click into at least the nail polish offerings. Other ones, unless I'm intrigued, I'm not going to click into them. So let's look at this first one, all mixed up lacquer. So I don't think I purchased from this brand yet. I do think this is a really beautiful polish. I love anything that kind of reads as purple or blurple. But with that being said, I have so many purples and blurples in my collection that I do not need another, even though I think this is pretty. This is a really beautiful swatch. Yeah, this person has really beautiful nails. But yeah, because of that, I will not be purchasing. But I think it's really pretty. And I don't know, it keeps showing that I have some things in my wish list. I do not. Um, but yeah. And then I saw these soaps as well. And I just think it's really cute. Like, I love miniature things. I love when things kind of like sit like this in a dish. And so I could see this just being really, really cute. I don't know if you get all of them. Oh, so I guess you don't get all of them. You just get one. I thought these were all going to be minis. And I thought, like, clearly you can see from the size that they're not mini. But even if these had been minis, I think that would have been so cute to just like lay out as a decoration in a bathroom. Let's go into this one. So Artist Nails has really been on my radar. I do not have anything from this brand, but I just keep seeing them everywhere. I think they make really beautiful polishes. I think this one's really pretty as well. But I don't know. I just have not really been in the mood for like, I love flakies, but not like, I feel like they have to be kind of in like a crelly or jelly base. Otherwise, I'm not going to reach for them. And so I don't know. This doesn't look like a crelly or jelly. And so that's kind of what is deterring me. But I think it's pretty. It feels very Halloweeny, but just not for me right now. I saw this duo as well, and I think it's so pretty. I don't necessarily love these colors together, but I love them separately. I wish that like when you clicked on it, it didn't magnify like that because I don't know, it's just not great. Okay, anyway, but I feel like I do have dupes of both of these colors. Like I have so many lime greens in my collection. I have so many oranges. I do not need other like anymore. But I think I don't know. These are beautiful. They're fun. I like they feel Halloween coded to me. So that's really nice. Danny Viana, I just actually recently purchased for the first time from this brand. I have not received my order yet, but I purchased the Opalescent collection, so I'm really excited to try that out. I am a little burnt out on magnetics right now. Like I did a manicure earlier this week, using Kathleen and Co.'s Riding a Unicorn, and like the polish is beautiful, but like just the amount of time that it took to kind of get a cool effect with a magnet with magnets and like trying, I was trying to do the glass bead style, but also to make up for it, I also tried like the velvet and the cat eye. And just the amount of time that went into doing that just like didn't feel worth it for the outcome because it kind of the pigments just dispersed. I was like being impatient. I didn't want to, like I don't know. I didn't want to spend the time on it. So that's kind of why I was like turned off by it. I think this little bag is really cute. I would buy this polish just for the bag. Yeah, that bag is really, really cute. But I also have a lot of pouches like that. So that's like, it's not like it's a want, but not a need. But I just think that is so cute. Like, especially given the size, like if this is the polish and that's the size of the bag, I think that's adorable. But yeah, so I'm going to be most likely passing on most of the magnetics, you know, just in general, just because I don't know, I'm just so turned off from by them. All right, let's go down here. Vanessa Molina. This is another duo, and one part of the duo is a magnetic, then obviously a topper. Again, not really interested in magnetic. I think this is a beautiful color. Um, oh, is it not a magnetic? It's not a magnetic. Oh, I'm okay. I misspoke. It is not a magnetic. Yeah, the base color is really beautiful. I do really like that. And I was gonna say that I really like the topper as well. It just feels very Halloween coated. I don't really like reach for toppers though, so that is kind of what would deter me, but I would absolutely buy this base color. And I'm sure there's a listing for just the base color by itself. I think the base color is really pretty. I would assume that I have something similar to this, so I'd have to like look in my collection. But I love that. I love that green. It just feels very fall and just really beautiful. This is another one. I think this is like really interesting, like the choice that was made here in a good way. Like I know that sounds kind of judgmental, but the maker pretty much took the same like combination of like chunky glitters and bat shapes and things like that, and they put one in a white acrylic and one in a clear base. And so that's what the two of these are. And honestly, I really do like this. I'm not going to purchase it because I also know that I would just never reach for this outside of Halloween. Um, but I really just love the visual of like these chunky glitters in like acrylic base, but the fact that you can also use that as a topper, I think is so nice as well. It was just such like a cool choice that the maker made, and yeah, I really do appreciate it. I'm not gonna be purchasing it, just because again, I just know that I'm not gonna use it enough to justify it. But yeah, it make like the visual of this makes me really really happy, especially with acrylic. Cracked. So this is an orange. And I was saying this when I tried to film this the first time. I think this is a stunning color, on in certain swatches. Like this swatch specifically, I really adore this. And if this is what the color nail polish looks like, I'm on board. Like I want to wear this. But in some of these swatches, it just looks so muted and kind of dull. And I I don't know. I just kind of wish that there's more consistency in the swatches because like even this one, it just feels so much like more peachy. And maybe this is even the same maker or same swatcher. I don't know. But here it just looks so much more vibrant. And I like totally lean into the vibrant version of this. Whereas like the more muted version, I'm not really interested in. And so I feel like that's kind of where my dilemma, like, not, it's not even a dilemma. That makes it sound so heavy, but it's just kind of where like I feel like I'm weighing whether I don't think I would purchase this anyway because I have so many oranges that I need to wear. But even more so, I just feel like I'm not going to purchase because I feel like there's so much inconsistency in the swatch photos. This next one, Cuticula. I when I was trying to film this yesterday, the first thing I thought of was caramel apple pops. Just looking at this, I hadn't even seen the name of the polish, but it just reads as caramel apple pops, which I just feel is so like joyful. Those, it's one of my favorite candies, especially around this time of year. Like I was literally thinking that I should like go figure out where to buy them, so I could just have a bag for the season to to eat. But yeah, this just makes me so happy, and I'm not gonna be getting it. um, Maybe I should get it. I don't know. Macros always make me want to buy a polish, but I just don't know that like I will wear it or that I appreciate it enough. I feel like when it comes to flakies, like I really do like flakies. I've kind of gotten on board with flakies, but they kind of have to be like very in a very specific like size, I guess, and in a very specific kind of like base, which I think this meets it because it feels like it's in a jelly kind of base or like jellies and crellies. But I don't know. I'm just not like fully convinced that I need this, even though I love like it feels so nostalgic because of what it's the inspiration behind it. Um, Dom nail polish. Um, I think this is pretty as well. I am not going to be purchasing. I don't know. Like I love that everyone's getting on this K-pop Demon Hunter thing, and I do not really have much context because I've not made the time to like sit down and watch the show. I've kind of been passively learning about it from like whatever I see on social media. And I do I do want to sit down and watch it just to see if like I agree with all the hype around it. I think this is a beautiful polish, but I don't know. I'm just like I just don't know. I feel like I have other things in my collection that are like this. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on it. This is a magnetic, so LB nail polish, LB, I think that's how you say it. I think this is really stunning. Like I love how vibrant the magnetic pigment in this is. But again, I'm just kind of turned off of magnetics right now. I mean, this is a good week to have that magnetic manicure because it kind of really turned me off of like wanting magnetics. Um, but yeah, I think this is pretty, but again, it just doesn't feel worth it to me at this time. And then these squishy waxes, I still want to try one of them, but I need to use up my candle stash before I do that. Hula Moon. Again, they so on the other side of this, on the just the monthly release, they have this gorgeous polish that I'm absolutely going to be picking up. But this red, I don't know, it's beautiful. Like it really is. And I do love wearing reds, but I'm like very, very sure that I have something that's similar in my collection. Um, yeah, so will not be purchasing for that reason. Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful, but I feel like I already have something like that. I thought this was really cute. This is like a magnet, like, and I feel like this would kind of add the joy back into using magnetics. But I feel like it just is one of those things that makes a velvet, right? And so I feel like I already have so many tools that achieve that effect. And honestly, like I usually tend to wear my magnetics as a velvet anyway, just because it's so easy for me to achieve. But in that same way, I feel like you kind of miss out on other elements of certain magnetics. Like if it's a one tone magnetic, then a velvet is absolutely beautiful. But in a magnetic like this, where there's so many different tones, like the magnetic pigment is blue, right? But the base is like this kind of beautiful, like I don't know, like purple fire shimmer, thing. And so like when you do a magnetic, like for example, this pinky finger is a magnetic, you kind of miss out on the other like exciting elements of the polish. I don't know if that makes sense. So like yeah, so that's kind of where I'm like at the 100% when it's like Cirque's Halo, beautiful as a magnetic. But when it's like something from the Deluge or what was it? The not the was it the Delusions collection, Illusions? I don't remember. It was another collection that came out from Cirque, I believe, last year, but those are like they have multiple colors in them. So you miss out on that like multiple colors when you do like a velvet, I feel like. So I don't know. That's kind of where my mind lands. And that was like a pretty long rant. I just really hope that like somehow nail polish technology like evolves or gets so specialized that we can do more with like regular nail polish that has magnetic pigments that is like more exciting and more easy to achieve. Like I really hope that that's something that we can figure out. I'm not going to figure it out, but someone like people who like study nail polish technology. I think that'd be so exciting. Indie nail again, I will not be purchasing. I think this is pretty in general. I feel like it's kind of like a repeat. It feels like, or maybe, oh yeah, they're from the same brand. That's why they use the same nail polish. What? Come on, get it together. But yeah, I think this is pretty in general. But again, not will not be purchasing. It's also interesting that so many of the magnetic polishes have chosen to have this like blue magnetic pigment in it. I think that's so interesting. These I have been wanting to try these. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna be picking this up. I have so many cuticle oils and I do not need any more at this time. So I'm gonna be passing on that. But I think I don't know, they're just cute. Like I definitely want to try it. I love the concept of it. Um, and this one again will not be picking up because it's a magnetic. But I do love this brand. This brand has really solidified a place in my heart. Um, because I don't know, I've loved. I only have I think like three polishes from this brand, and one I wore to a very significant event in my life, and then the other two are just beautiful. They were from like the sunset themed collection. One was Pure Perfect, and I can't remember the other one, but like easily one of the most beautiful polishes that I have in my collection. So yeah, like I really am just like I have my eyes are on this brand. Like I want to know what else they come out with, and I like am really excited because I just feel so like satisfied and excited by the things that I do have from this brand. So I don't know. I don't know, it's nice. Naps and Nails. So this is like a brand that I have not heard of. I don't know if they're newer or if they've been around. I like this polish in general. I think at this point, everyone knows how I feel about black flakies. So that's always kind of my like final frontier when it comes to polish. Like I don't know. I just don't like it. Like it's not even that I don't like it because I love how this feels so Halloween themed and Halloween coded, and even this is beautiful. But it's just for some reason I just don't like painting it on my nails. Like I love looking at it. I just don't want it on my nails. And also this is a solar, and I've kind of been like trying to limit how many solars I keep in my collection at the time because as much as I love them and as exciting as they are and like fun and all that, this shelf life is just like I don't know, it's just it'd be something that'd be more interesting to me if I only had a few polishes, but at this point I have so many polishes that it just I don't know, it just makes me stressed out. Nirvana Beauty, again, this is another brand that I do not know a whole lot about. I know they're fairly new. This is a really beautiful color. I feel like it kind of leans more like raspberry than like red, and I think that's beautiful. But again, I have so many reds in my collection, and I feel like I have something that's similar to this, so that is why I'll be passing on that one. Oh my gosh. Okay, polish. Polish always somehow gets me. This is going on my wish list. Like, I don't even have to say anything. This is like just the bottle is so pretty. The swatch, like, this is beautiful. What is this? A deep violet with scattered holographic pigment and red copper, green shifting flakes. Yes. It is so pretty. Like, this is, and again, I can't even tell you, like, these flakies are not different from the polish I was talking about earlier. I don't know what, like, I need to, I like kind of, every time I sit down and talk about flakies, I like sit and like want to do a little like qualitative like assessment on myself to kind of understand what parts of flakies I find attractive and what I don't. Because I think this is beautiful, but like, is it really that different in terms of texture and like, I guess the color is different, obviously, but the texture of it feels very similar to the one that we saw earlier. So I'm always intrigued by that. But yes, this is going on my wish list. I love it. Yes. Penelope Luz. Is this a duo? Yes, this is a duo. So let's try to figure this out. So it's a graphite magnet and a red jelly with silver hollow glitters. So I think this is cool. Like again, Holo Taco just did something similar. And I actually bought the Bon Voyage collection from Holo Taco, but it's literally sitting on my desk. I have not even opened it. And I don't know. I feel like that's just telling. Like it kind of makes me feel some type of way that I have this like it's a beautiful collection. I'm excited about the polish, but I haven't even opened it. But yeah, like I feel like my base with in terms of this like magnetic is covered in that collection. A. And then when you think about like the other part of this red jelly with silver hollow glitters, I think that's pretty. I feel like I can dupe that easily because I have like several red jellies at this point, and I'm sure I could figure out how to get a silver hollow glitter in here as well. Yeah. Um, Pepper polish. This is also a duo, and so let's try to figure this out. Shadow Witch. So this is a purple polish, and then I think the duo is like this ghost magnet that creates waves on long nails. Okay. I have short nails. Like I don't know if my nails qualify as short. I think they're short, but I'm sure there's shorter nails than mine or a circular effect on your nails. Hmm. I mean, that's interesting. I would be interested in just purchasing this if I like, but see, like this doesn't look like a wave. It just looks like a straight line to me. So, and like I'm curious about the circular effect. Like, is that what they're talking about? Hmm. I mean, that's kind of cool. Yeah. I would be interested in just purchasing the magnet if that's available, but yeah, I'm gonna pass on the polish for all the reasons I have already said. Phoenix, this one is really pretty too. It just reminds me of leaves on the ground, which feels very nostalgic. And this is a duo as well. So sage green with red to green shimmer and a mix of black and iridescent flakes. But yeah, the black flakies, I was gonna say that before I got distracted. The black flakies kind of like aren't for me. I think this is really pretty. I love like grays with, I know it says sage green, but it looks kind of gray brown to me. I love like that neutral kind of brownie shade with like pink shimmers in it. One of my favorite combos, and I have that in my collection, so I'm not gonna be purchasing that. Psych minerals going on my wish list. Like I don't even have to think about it. They have such beautiful and such unique polishes, I feel like. And I don't really know like how they make them unique, but I just also know that I don't have things like this in my collection. Like I don't know, like it's like monochrome, maybe it's the monochromaticness of it. Like it's monochromatic, but with all these different textures mixed in together. But literally, I was wearing Wild Thing on my nails for like 3 days, and it was just so beautiful. Like every time I looked at it, I just was so like in love with that color. And yeah, it's really hard to capture on camera. So these swatches did a great job. It was really hard for me to capture on camera, capture Wild Thing on camera, not this one so much. But yeah, this is gonna go on my wish list. I want it. Um, Look at this duo. I don't really think I have anything from Sassy Cat. I think this green is so beautiful. Like it's what an olive creme with a blue green glowy shifty shimmer. Yes, I think that's beautiful. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get it if it's sold like separately just because I don't know. I'm just not in the mood for shopping right now, which I guess is good for me. The Royal Purple Creme. I don't feel like that. I love purples, but this just doesn't really excite me. I think that's the other thing too, is like I feel like I'm just really looking for polishes that make me feel excited, which that I mean polish isn't deep, right? So it's kind of weird to talk about polish like that. But like this polish and psych minerals, like I do really feel excited about those. And I want to feel like that because I definitely do not have anything like that in my collection, but I can't necessarily say that about the duo here. Um, Victorian varnish. I just it's really hard to keep up with everything going on in the nail polish community all the time. But I know that this is one of the brands that like I just really struggle with supporting for like the maker's belief system. And like I know that people shy away from having these conversations, but I do not care. I do YouTube for fun. Um, and I try not to be judgmental because some people like nail polish is their way to support their family, but I luckily do have the privilege that that is not my case. So I really try not to judge other people, but I know also given my value system, I I just, it's not a brand that I really want to support. I do have polishes from this brand, and I actually pulled them all out of my collection in efforts to de-stash them, but I might try to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Like they're literally sitting there, and I don't want to just throw them away either because I feel like that's wasteful. So if you have ideas, I'm open to that. But yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of my feelings right now on this brand. So I'm not even gonna comment really on it. Watcha, one of my favorite brands, and like I only have one polish from this brand, but that one polish really just made such an impression on me in terms of the brand itself. But yeah, again, not in the market for magnetic Silicon when you passing, even though I think that is really beautiful. But I'm also sure that I have green magnetics that would like kind of give me that same effect. Wicked. I don't think I have anything from this brand either. But this polish just visually makes me really happy. And I know I just said like I want to buy happy polishes, but like I just also feel like I could easily dupe this by buying like I have so many loose glitters that I could use in a black jelly. So that's kind of why I'm passing on this, even though it does visually just make me really, really happy. Witch Cult, another polish or like maker or brand, whatever, that is on my list. This is gonna go on my wish list. I do not have anything from this brand, I believe, but I've just really been eyeing all the polishes that they make and like in general. And I like this reminds me of Psych Minerals, and that's why I like it. But in general, they do make beautiful polishes outside of like reminding me of Psych Minerals. They do make very, very beautiful polishes. I just haven't really like purchased mostly because I feel like whenever I go to purchase, there's only like one or two polishes available that I want. And I'd rather purchase, I don't know, like five or six polishes at a time instead of just one or two. Um, so yeah, I haven't purchased yet, but beautiful color. Like, yeah, that's going on my wish list. And this last one is Zombie Claw. I think this is pretty. It feels like Halloween. I'm not gonna be getting it. Uh, but what's funny is like recently I was telling myself that I like should like think about getting a green with purple shimmers in it, and this fits that bill. But I don't know. I'm just not like I said, I'm just not in the mood today, and I right now I do not want this. So yeah, I'm gonna be passing on that as well. Um, all right, and I think we have time. Like I don't think that was too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through the encore section. Oh, there's only one polish here. Yeah, I think this is beautiful, but again, it just like I remember thinking this like it reminds me of Hollow Taco's Vitamin Glow, I believe. I know that Vitamin Glow only has like a pink shimmer in it, whereas I think this has like a copper, yeah, copper gold green aura shimmer, but I don't know, it just feels too similar, which is why I'm not interested in it. And then let's go to the overstock to see what's there and if it's, oh, this is long. Hmm. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go off like a one-off. I think the witch cult is very beautiful. Um, I'm gonna add this to my list. I think this color, like the base color, is one of my favorites. And yeah, the flakes are beautiful. So yeah, that's gonna go on my wish list. Um, I'm not really interested in either of these colors. Not interested in magnetic. Um, this is really pretty. I really do like this purple base with large particle blue shimmers and blue black shifting flakes. What? Is this gonna be my gateway to black flakes? I don't know. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Um, I don't know. Not interested in any of those. Yep. I need to get if I don't already have this, I'm gonna get it. It's very possible that I might already have it. This is really pretty. I'm gonna click into this. This oh black and green. Interesting. Maybe this is gonna be the one that fits my bill for that like green base with purple shimmer. I think this is really pretty. But I'm gonna pass on. Well, no, I'm gonna put it on my wish list and I'm gonna think about this one because I might decide not to get it. This is really pretty too. I love this picture. Like this top right picture, I think is like just so stunning. I'm not so into like I normally do love this like pink to orange shift, but I'm just not feeling it right now. Like if it was just this, whatever is in the right upper right corner, I think I'd be really into it. But just that the shift here, that's like I'm not into that too much. I might come back and change my mind, but right now I don't. I'm not feeling it. This is a magnetic, so I'm gonna pass. I think this is a duo. Oh, yeah, these are these two together. Gonna pass on those. I don't know. Normally I'm really into polish, but I don't know that I like this a ton. I feel like I just have a lot of things that are similar. Like I have blue grays with like the orange shimmers in it, and so I feel like this is a flaky version of that. But oh yeah, I was eyeing this palette. Like I was saying that I don't want to buy any more stamping plates, but this one's just so cute. Like, oh my gosh, look at the zebra. Like, I feel like that's gonna go on my wish list because I need that. A magnetic, not gonna purchase. This is beautiful. Like, I really do like Night Owl lacquer. Um, but I don't know. I'm just not like I guess my here what I don't like is like the flakes like oh my gosh. I just feel so like picky. Like I feel like a little bit of a diva with like this attitude that I have that I need to figure out because by figuring it out, that's how you can address things. Um, but yeah, just something about the flakes in this are just I'm not into it, even though I don't know. I really want to figure that out. Um, oh, this is pretty. I wonder if I already have this. I need to look. Like I have everything on like Notion, like that's how I record my collection. I'm gonna add this for now and then double check just to make sure I have it. I think this is so pretty. See, like it's weird. Like I love this flaky, but I didn't like the other one. Like, but I want to understand why. It's like studying my own psyche. Moth and Moon. I really love this brand. And I constantly like am eyeing and want to purchase, but like I just wish that divine intervention would come down and put all the polishes that I want on the list at the same time so that I can just purchase all the ones that I want instead of having to like I don't know, wait or you know what I mean. I think this is also a really beautiful color. I I really love this. I feel like I could easily dupe it, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on my wish list now for now, but I feel like I could dupe it. And if I figure it out, then I will not get it. Um, it's the magnetic, not in the market for toppers. Ooh, yeah, this is another one that I really wanted. I think this is so pretty. Yeah, it's gonna definitely go. I don't know how I missed this. Like, I don't know if it was before I ever even knew that Lurid existed or Hella Handmade Creations existed, but I somehow missed that one. And I don't know how. Lily pad. Oh my gosh. This reminds me so much of Polish for Days Enchanted to Meet You because I think it's because it has this like beautiful blue glow in it. I don't think they're dupes at all because I think this is in like a gray, yeah, a gray base. But I think this is so stunning and it just reminds me so much of Enchanted to Meet You from Polish for Days, which is a polish that I already have. Um, again, I'm going to talk myself out of this, but it's going on my wish list for now. I'm going to try to talk myself out of it. I don't even know if I'm purchasing from Hella Handmade Creations. So let me say that as well. Um, but yeah, I also, this one I thought was so pretty, but it just reads as like Easter to me. I think it's like a speckled egg. That's like what I think of. And I think that's kind of why I love it. I think it's beautiful, but that's like why I don't want to buy it. Weird. Like so weird. Me, I'm weird, not the polish. The polish is beautiful. Um, magnetic. Not interested. I think this topper is beautiful, but not in the market. I saw Natalie from Natalie's Neat Nails. I believe she purchased this like a while ago, and I thought it's really cute. Like it's super cute. But yeah, again, I already went over my disillusion with magnetic things, anything related to magnetic polishes. I think this is really pretty too, but it kind of I feel the same way where it like just reads as Easter. That's kind of why I'm like not in the mood to purchase, or that's why I don't want it. A squishy wax, not in the market for that right now. Black flakies. I think this is really fun, but I also just know I would never use it. Like I love hex glitters a lot for some weird reason. But I just also don't think I would ever wear this, even though I love it. This topper is just really pretty. It's really fun. Magnetic. I think this is the duo. Danglefoot. Not in the market for that. Damn, this is really pretty. Damn. This reminds me of like Follow what it's from Kathleen and Co. They have a polish that's very, very similar to this. I do want to pull that out because I know it has this kind of like pinky raspberry base and like this like kind of orange gold shimmer. And I love that polish. But if this is similar to that one, I'm not going to get it. But if it isn't, just based off of these pictures, then maybe I'll purchase it. But I think this is so pretty. Yeah, so that's on my wish list. This one I also feel like is very beautiful. And it also reminds me, I think it's like follow your dreams or follow your heart. I'm gonna add it. I'm only gonna get probably one of the two if I do end up purchasing these because they feel very similar. Um, but also I'm gonna compare it to follow the one from Kathleen and Co. And based off of that, I will decide if I'm gonna get neither or both or one or whatever. Magnetic, not in the market for that. Orange, not really feeling it. This is beautiful, but it kind of reminds me of Para Don't Bother Me from Holo Taco. So I'm going to pass on that. I love Cleonata, one of my favorite brands, hands down. I love their packaging is beautiful. Their polishes are beautiful. Um, and then this is a duo. And again, not in the market for blurples. I think this is really pretty. Um, but yeah, and like I feel like the reflective glitters really do add something to it. But again, I feel like I could dupe this easily by using a reflective glitter top coat and going about my day. This is really pretty too. I again just not in the market for magnetics, but this is really really beautiful. Like I love the vibrancy of the base on it. It's just a magnetic that I'm not here for. Bee's Knees, another magnetic, really beautiful. Um, this one, I did want to try this cuticle oil just for the scent. I think it's so beautiful. I know I'm not in the market for cuticle oils, but I want to try it. I want to smell it. That's really what it comes down to. Is this a magnet? Yeah, this is a magnetic, but also has flakies. I think that's so beautiful. I think that's also something I mentioned in one of my other videos that like I really only want to buy magnetics if they are going to look beautiful unmagnetized as well. And Uno Moss does a really beautiful job. They in their last collection, not the last one, the one from the summer, all their magnetics were beautiful unmagnetized. And I feel like that's what I'm going for from now on. Like that's the standard for me. I think this is beautiful as well. Like I feel like this would be so beautiful unmagnetized. And like even this is like I just love how the swatcher did such a beautiful job with the swatch. Like that's a really beautiful swatch. It just feels kind of like a painting, like not even a magnetic. It just feels like a painting where like the painter splotched on the colors. I think it's so pretty. Um, I think this blue is really pretty. I am a sucker for grays with shimmers. I am going to put it on my wish list for now, but I'm going to go to my collection to see if I have anything similar to this because I love this. And it also reminds me of, they came out with another color that was like a gray with a green shimmer in it. I think it was in like a previous Hella Handmade creation, like another month. Really beautiful, like just really, really beautiful. And then this, I think this reminds me of Disco Dust from Holo Taco, I believe. Um, I think the color scheme is different. I'm gonna have to look. Um, But yeah, like I feel like this is very, very similar to that. I'm gonna look it up and I'll like maybe insert a little blurb here just so that y'all can be informed too. And then the antidotes, I've been wanting to get one of these, but I just always talk myself out of it because like my whole thing is like if I can make it at home, then I don't want to buy it. And I feel like this is kind of like the luxury thing, right? Like where you purchase it, someone else made it for you, it's ready made, and that's like the fun of it. But it's just like one of those things where when I know I can do something at home, like I'm just like, why spend money on it? I have glycerin at home. I have all these like things that I could add to my acetone to make it like more nourishing. This is interesting. Anyway, hard as nails. I think this is stunning. I am very, very sure I have a dupe of this in my collection. Like even um Devine Lacquers, like their Halloween collection, I feel like has things that are very, very similar to this. So yeah, will not be purchasing for that reason. I thought this plate was really cute. Like I had this period of my life where I felt like all the people who were like my friends, my family, they were all giving me kind of like unicorn themed gifts. Like when my friends gave me this mug that was like unicorn themed, my sister painted me this like artwork that was like a unicorn. Like everyone was just giving me unicorn themed gifts because I don't know how it came about, but I just like love that. And it kind of fell off for some reason, but this is just like kind of bringing me back. And I kind of like just want the stamping plate to kind of play around with the unicorn theme again. But I also just know that I'm not going to use it. Like, I never tend to go for like plates that have like characters and things on them. Like, I just never reach for them. And I love seeing the art on other people, but I don't really like doing that art on my nails. So, yeah. Um, This is really pretty too. I really like want to understand, like not understand. I want to purchase from this brand just to try it out, but I want to buy something that I know I'm going to really love. And like this too, I think is so pretty, but I feel like if I just took a red jelly and a blue shimmer topper, I could like create this, which is why I don't want it. This I think is beautiful. Wow, like this is beautiful. This reminds me of like I think Cirque Colors just came out with a collection, and I feel like there's one in that collection. I haven't purchased. I might purchase that collection later, but I haven't purchased now. But I think there's one polish in that collection that just feels like this or like looks like this. So that'd be really cool if it was a dupe. And this is I am not purchasing any of these things. So yeah, so that is going to be it for this first video, and then probably later today or tomorrow, I will just go over the monthly releases. I feel like this is going to be a long list as well. Yeah, so it's going to be a fairly long video as well. Um, and so, yeah, I'll go over that. I'll probably put that video up tomorrow. So, this is like the one I did today is going to be just the Halloween, the encore, the upcoming overstock. Um, and does past overstock have anything? Maybe I'll add past overstock to the like just to the monthly releases. I'll see how I feel. The priority is going to be this one, and then if I feel like my voice is fine and I still feel energetic, then I'll go into the past overstock as well. But thank you all for watching and entertaining me and my little shenanigans and my little thoughts. I feel like this is like my internal dialogue, but it's like coming out, and so you can actually hear it because otherwise I'm literally in my room by myself recording this. Which, when you put it like that, kind of sounds really sad, but like, I don't know, doing this has brought me a lot of joy, and like, it's just been fun to kind of have this kind of other outlet to like create and make something. Um, and yeah, so I really appreciate all the support. My last video got a lot of views. I think it's like my like actual video, not talking about like, shorts or whatever they're called, but it was my first video to get like 200 views, and so that was really cool to see. um and so yeah, I really appreciate all the support, and I appreciate all of you tuning in and like listening to me ramble. The nail polish community is honestly always my saving grace, especially in these times. I talk about that in almost every single video, but like it just gives me hope because I just like it's evidence that there's so many good people and people who have great values and care about human rights and the condition of, humans, um, or like any living thing. And so I don't know, that's just meaningful to me. It's like a really important value that I hold, and something that like, I think about and try to work towards every single day in some capacity, whether it's like my career or what I can do in my free time. Um, so yeah, like again, it's important to me. And so yeah, this community always just kind of refills the parts of me that need hope. So I appreciate all of it. And I hope all of you are taking care. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.